It seemed like it's really helped my program. I've had no OCDs in my babies, and when they get to the track, first start breaking them, we haven't had problems going into it. And it seems like to me that the horses grow a little more and really develop better with the cow density to get them ready to get on the track and start the program. And we had real good luck with it the last couple of years, keeping the horses a little sounder and winning a lot of races.
All finalists for the All American Futurity carry a lot of hopes and dreams, and sometimes a little extra. The best example I know of is the filly Lotta Love for Robyn. She represents practically the entire tiny town of O'Donnell, Texas. Her trainer, John Bassett, a two-time Futurity winner, had been 6 years between qualifiers. And maybe most importantly, she's the namesake of Robyn Williams, who passed away from cancer last January. This is Robyn with her husband of 22 years, Brad Williams. Today, Brad and daughter Shelby handle the family's racing interests, which began about a decade ago.
We started out with Todd Fincher, and Todd Fincher used to ride for John. Well, we go to this sale, we don't get nothing bought. We go to Oklahoma and don't. So Todd tells us he wants us to go to Los Alamitos, John's out there, and meet Bassett. And he buys us just his candy. He won with that horse. And I don't know, I just loved him. My wife loved him, his family, they're just remarkable people.
At last year's Ruidoso sale, Bassett spotted a filly he liked. The intended buyers were a group from O'Donnell, Texas, headed by Brad Williams and Wayne Barton. It turned out to be an eventful bidding process.
Well, I don't know if I should say this on air, but me and my friend Wayne, he drank a little too much. We're out there at that sale sitting behind Bassett. And Bassett loves this filly. I mean, we know it. We trust what he says. But we got a $50,000 budget. And my wife, she's being pretty strict about this budget. Well, this horse goes to $75,000 and we're still in. Bassett turns around and says, I really like her, boys. My friend is retarded. He will not put his hand down, so we buy the horse. And then I have to answer to Robyn. So.
I was there, and Wayne and Brad were sitting there, and Robyn, she was up in the grandstand, and these boys had, they got their mixture just about right, especially Wayne, and he was dying to bid. He says, I want to bid. So I said, well, every time I bump your knee, you bid. And so I'd bump his knee and he'd bid. And we went through the process, and it's getting high. You know, money's getting up there. We ended up giving $80,000 for it, but Wayne, he's just about got it in neutral. He just about can't get her done. And he bumps this mare, he bids on this mare. I said, hey, you just bid against yourself. Slow down, wait till I tell you.
Despite not feeling well, Robyn tried her best to keep the Wild Bunch in line.
She went to the races that day for a little while. We took her home because she just felt so bad. But Bassett had told her the number of the horse, so she wanted to make sure me and Wayne wasn't retarded. So here she shows up to make sure, but it didn't know good, we did it anyway. If she was here today, she'd be proud of us for going over that budget.
The filly went through the sale with the name Lotta Love. Shelby was responsible for the rest.
My mother loved horse racing, and so when she passed away, we decided to add Lotta Love for Robyn to it.
And then all the people that are with us, they just, I mean, we're from a small town, 900 people, so, you know, we're just all kind of like family, and you know what I mean. They are all for it.
The group sports appropriate headgear for the occasion, and all wear bracelets in remembrance of Robyn and her nickname. She was also the inspiration for the silks that jockey Saul Ramirez will wear in the All American Finals.
Everybody used to call her R-Dub, you know, because Robyn Williams, you know, the actor, so everybody just called Robyn, what up, R-Dub? And so that says that on the back in cancer colored pink, and then it's got all these cancer colored pink hearts on it. And her favorite color was black. I mean, her coffin was black. So we made them black, and they just look plenty sharp. She would like them.
Lotta Love for Robyn's presence in the All-American is much more than a sentimental journey. She made fastest qualifier Ochoa run every step to beat her in the time trials.
Lotta Love for Robyn, and now Ochoa kicking it into gear. LB Henry going with them. Here comes Ochoa out after Lotta Love for Robyn. Ochoa's going to get up. Ochoa beats Lotta Love for Robyn.
Her sire is First Down Dash, who is responsible for more All-American winners than any other stallion. But this Robyn has been a bit of a project.
She does, and she's kind of got a mind of her own. I know the first time I started her here, she turned over and they scratched her, and so we went back to that gate and tried to correct some things. And I mean, she's very smart. You know, she might be too smart, but she's come through that. She's gotten in a situation where she's a great gate horse now, and she's lightly raced. And I think this mare's in a situation right now where she's peaking, and what a great time to have a horse that's moving that way. This is the 22nd horse that I've qualified for the All American, and believe me, I'm very grateful for her.
On race day, everyone carries a little something to remind them of Robyn.
When she was in the hospital one time, it was kind of a joke between all of us, but we had little foam stars, and John carries one of them in his pocket now every day, and every time Soul rides, he carries a cross or a charm.
Puts it in his boot that was hers.
That was my mother's. So every time the horse runs, there's something of my mother's that's there also.
And what about the prospect of winning the sport's greatest race with Robyn's namesake?
Oh, I can't even explain it. I've got a lot of emotion.
It's a dream. I couldn't even tell you how my mother would be feeling because it doesn't feel like it's real. So it's just a dream.
This coming fall, join Heritage Place in Oklahoma City for their annual quarter horse yearling sale. The industry's largest sale event is scheduled to begin at 10 a.m. on Thursday, September 15th. So mark your calendar and make your plans now to be in Oklahoma City. This 3-day offering will consist of nearly 1,000 head of the finest quarter horse yearlings presented at auction anywhere this year in the country. We invite you to join us, Heritage Place, where champions are sold. JEH Stallion Station has a remarkable sire selection standing at stud that will add speed to any program. JEH is well known for producing winners of numerous major stakes races time and again, with the likes of Trace Sace, Apolitical Jess, and New Mexico bred Brookstone Bay in the genetic offering. Why not explore your options with us? Endless possibilities with winning results. JEH Stallion Station.
Travel accommodations provided by La Quinta Inn Ruidoso, the horseman's home away from home.